Guys, welcome back to DeFi, degens, drip, and farm for poverty. Where on this channel, our vision is to empower the impoverished by helping you find financial freedom through crypto assets. Please subscribe and leave a comment and a thumbs up. Hey guys, welcome back. DeFi, degens, drip, and farm for poverty. So I'm going to try to keep this short today. I know a lot of the other content creators in the space have already covered the announcements. I want to highlight one in particular that I don't feel got enough of a highlight on my channel. I want to definitely point that out because I think that's where we need to go and what's super bullish about it. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to bring that up towards the middle and end of this clip. But first, reminder to all of you out there, we got our community Treasury wallet being integrated for the scavenger hunt that will get started in September. The donation wallet is pinned here in the community post, and then it's also in the description of the new videos. Some of the old videos are already scheduled, they may not have it in there, but check also in our Telegram. You can get more information on that. You're not going to cover that in depth any more than that. And remember, we have no sell August, so we're seeing the drip price kind of hold steady, probably due to the speculation on the launch coming soon and due to the no sell August campaigns that everybody's participating in. So that's awesome to see drip not selling off as it previously had done in other pumps. So that's really, really good news. But let's get into the announcements from Forex before I get to the one announcement I think needs to get more attention, because that's the super bullish one. But first, let's just look at some of the stuff he dropped in the Forex Shark calls. So he said progress has been made in establishing the Fiat on-ramp. This has been covered by multiple other YouTubers, so I'm not going to go into details, but this is extremely bullish in and of itself because it removes the barrier to entry and the friction for people to buy drip and stake drip, and that's super huge in regards to massive online adoption, basically. So that is huge, and we'll be interested to see how that works out. When will that be integrated? I'm not sure, but the fact is that he's working on it and made some establishments or some movements on that. So that's really cool to see. Next up, had the what do you call these things? Flyers that Ray from Bartertown Conglomerate put out to the community. So this is some cool ideas and stuff like that to pump out, and for hype and things of that nature as we move into our campaign. So that's really cool to see that Forex is putting this out here as well. And this is the one I really want to share, but before I get into that, I want to show you some other posts that he had. So here's some stuff that was forwarded from one of the other various channels that he's in. So he's talking about how bullish the animal farm will be, and how, remember, the bulk of us in the farm, we get the actual fees and stuff versus it going straight to the devs. So Forex collects his fees for for the developers and for marketing from his stake in the pig pen, which allows him just to take the BUSD dividends, which I think is super bullish. And in the new version 2, this is something new. The new version 2 pigs, he's actually implemented a burn mechanism. So he says here, also there's a burn mechanism to ensure our dev pigs never get higher than 10% of the pig pen balance, in which case they burn. So there was already the fudders complaining that he minted pigs and didn't tell anybody, but it clearly says in the white paper that they would have a dev fee, and he's already said previously that he doesn't sell assets, so how else was he going to get this fee besides minting the pigs, which I think is super smart. I did a video on this and said we owe him more money than he's only taken so far. So this even makes that even more bullish because he wants to just maintain this 10%, and that means he wants 90% to go to us, the community. Tell me another dev that's doing that. Show me another dev that's doing something like that. So that's extremely bullish. That's huge. And then he talks about the Fiat on-ramp without doxing the team members to be truly DeFi projects. So getting a Fiat, not only Fiat on-ramp, but a Fiat off-ramp. So that means you can buy drip and sell drip without getting KYC'd. That is huge. A lot of people are big on their anonymity and being able to maintain, keeping a separation from their real life and the crypto life, because crypto is crazy, so you never know what's going to happen. So the ability that for people to get in and out and start utilizing a Fiat on-ramp and however he's going to integrate that, that is awesome. Also, big news is that the Audits have been submitted, and it takes about a week for the audits to complete. The audits being the Animal Farm version 2. So we should hear something back next week with the audit status, which means after that's done, they'll be able to actually give us a launch date. So look to hearing a launch date announcement maybe as soon as the end of next week. Don't know, but that would be awesome. Also, they have will start the auditing for Scratchy starting next week. And the pre-sale is planned for October. So the pre-sale is going to be for the scratch tickets in the DAO and maybe even with AcquireFi. So that's huge. So we got a lot of stuff really moving forward now. So, excuse me, he talks about the on and off ramp into the bank account. One thing we can do when we have a fiat on ramp is our own form of super chats using PayPal's infrastructure. So I think super chats is kind of like a way to pay to get access to chat feeds that are kind of paywall blocked. So I'm not quite sure how he wants to integrate that, but that another layer or utility for Drip in kind of the crypto space. So that's pretty cool. Let's see, yesterday I came up with a solution for a major issue in DeFi contracts which limits their scalability. It's pretty crazy. Where are all the good devs and what are they doing? Don't know what that's about, but this solution will be public soon because we are using it in our auto compounding contracts. So sounds like he innovated something else in the new contract, especially with the dogs auto compounding, but I believe there's also going to be auto compounding for the pigs and something else as well. So he's just constantly innovating. That is huge as well. This question is hard to understand, but assuming this is about the dogs crediting. And then this is awesome. Just scheduled a promo video with a very big YouTuber. Don't know who that is, but that's awesome. That ties into the big announcement that I want to share and what I think is the biggest overlooked thing. So we're going to get into that. And last, we are working overtime scheduling marketing right now. So as soon as we have launch date, we will have an extremely concentrated pre-launch marketing campaign, which will go for 3 to 4 weeks. So this is the part that I really want to get into here and the next one. So before, remember, he said 4 to 6 weeks. So it really sounds like Forex wants to have this done by the end of September now, because it was 4 to 6 weeks. And since we've now pushed the Animal Farm announcement date back, like we thought we were going to get it at the end of July, and 4 to 6 weeks meant all of August for marketing and maybe mid-September marketing, and then launch date 3rd week, 4th week of September. Well, now here we are, 1st week of August done. We don't have a launch date yet, and maybe we'll get it next week, which makes us the middle of August. And then now he's shortened this to say 3 to 4 weeks of marketing. Well, no matter how you slice it, even if we don't get a launch date until the 3rd week of August, that still puts us definitely done by the end of September. So it sounds like the goal is to have the Animal Farm launch definitely sometime in September and no later than the end of September, because also we have this announcement he said about October being the Scratchy pre-sale. So he wants, since this is already slotted or theoretically moving forward, he wants everything to have its own space. But let's get into the real bullish news. That's this Twitter post. So he made a post. He said, I want to go on this show, guys. I want to go on this show, guys. Please show support to the tweet to get their attention. So this is what I was talking about in other posts, and it's also coming up in my upcoming video about the $1 billion a day industry. I won't spoil that, but here's the post that Forex made right here. Hey, my CMO reached out by email. We are scheduling some interviews for a major product release. I'm reaching out personally because your show is one of the only daily crypto shows I actually watch. Shoot me a DM. So I don't know this guy. I've never actually followed any of his content, but you can go check out his Twitter, and he has, let's scroll up here. He has almost 80,000 followers. And when you go to his YouTube, he has 341,000 subscribers. And you can see his views, 21,000, 11,000, 20,000, 21,000. So a decent amount of views, and he covers a wide range of crypto and topics on the overall market and stuff like that. So some, not just DeFi, but the traditional blue chip stock, cryptos, all sorts of stuff. So definitely huge. So this is the big part I wanted to announce to you guys. So this is huge because we've never seen this style of marketing. As he's mentioned before in previous AMAs, he's like, we his CMO, and their goal is to actually do something new and different in the space and more bullish marketing campaign than we've ever seen. Remember, before, Forex primarily marketed and did AMAs with people that were already exposed to drip. Well, here's 341,000 people that that this guy hasn't covered drip with, right? Maybe somebody on this guy's channel is in drip, like other people I saw on YouTube channels said they watch this, so of course they make up some of that. But here's the other thing that's huge, because not only is he reaching out to this guy, but that lets us know the type of people this CMO is trying to contact. So clearly, whatever their marketing plan is, here's one of them with 80,000 Twitter followers and 341,000 YouTube followers. If this is to be used as kind of a case study for who the other people are that they're reaching out to, this is huge in the amount of exposure that we can get. This is just one person. And this one person has more people following him on YouTube than we have in the entire drip ecosystem. 3 times as many people following. That's not to say all these people are going to get in the drip. No, I'm not saying that. But the point is, this is one person that the CMO reached out to, and there can be 3, 4, 5 others. That means about 1 to 2 million people that didn't get eyes on drip that can now get eyes on drip or the animal farm. That is crazy during this marketing run-up. And here's another thing to show the power of our ecosystem, right? So when you go through this guy's post, so Paul Barron, you can see some of the engagement. He doesn't get a lot of engagement on his Twitter compared to his YouTube, but still pretty good. But we look at 15 likes, 146 likes, 6, 38, 9 retweets, 29. So barely, not even breaking into triple digits on any of these. But let's look at the power, and scrolling through all of them, right? Not all of them, but quite a few. But let's look at the power of the DeFi community, or specifically the Forex Shark community. So Forex put this out there, and people rallied behind it already. 1,000 likes, 451 retweets. This is more likes than like this guy's last 12, 14 posts. So if we do this as a community and support these YouTubers or influencers or whatever that the CMO is reaching out to and that Forex wants to be a part of, we can rock this, guys. Like, they're going to get notice on this, because this is clearly more engagement than they're getting on any of their other chats. So I am calling all of my subscribers. I don't have as many as some of these other people, but don't sleep on this. Go out here and just hit this little freaking like button and retweet, especially if you're on Twitter. If you're not on Twitter, create an account. If you're on Twitter with an account, create 10 more. No, I'm not telling you to do that. But get exposure so that as the CMO is putting this stuff out, the DeFi crypto Forex army rallies behind it, and we can actually get this moving forward and get some visibility on these projects. This is huge. And I saw other people talk about this, but they didn't really highlight how big this is. Like I said, this guy has 3 times as many subscribers as we have in the Drip Network. So that is epic. And that's just one. We don't know who else the CMO reached out to, but guarantee if he's looking at this caliber, there's others in the exact same space. So it's our job to get out here and pump this up. So I'm going to pin this in the community chat. In the community part of YouTube. And please, by all means, go out here and click the button. I'm not asking you to like and subscribe on my video. Go out here and like and retweet on this guy's post, or specifically on Forex's post. And if you want to go really into it, then go on his Twitter page itself and actually, say something about Forex and drip and all this stuff like that, like this person did, Drip Girl. So yeah, pump that up. Let's get it out there. All right, guys, that is it for this video. Until next time, lift daily and achieve your impossible. See ya.